every breath we take, we dive deep into the game's core. Scrapes and victories in doctors' hands, from the sideline straight to the score.
Good morning, Her Nation, and welcome to the October 25th edition of the Starting Lineup podcast with Cadence
and Ileana.
In this week's episode, we will be talking about bloodborne pathogens, types of skin wounds, and universal precautions to prevent infections, as well as more nutrition tips.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Tonight is the pink out game for varsity football. According to the National Breast Cancer Foundation, in 2024, more than 360,000 people will be diagnosed with breast cancer. When caught early, the 5-year survival rate is 99%.
Hepatitis B is a viral infection that attacks the liver, which can then lead to liver failure. It is transmitted through contact with infected blood or bodily fluids, such as sharing needles, unprotected sex, and from mother to child during birth. However, there is a vaccine for hepatitis B.
Hepatitis C is an acute and chronic form of liver disease caused by the hepatitis C virus. HCV is the leading cause of need for liver transplant. HCV is transmitted through contact with infected blood. This can occur through sharing needles and even sexual contact with an infected person.
HIV is a virus that attacks the body's immune system, making it harder to fight off infections and diseases. HIV is transmitted via blood or other bodily fluids through sexual contact. Some symptoms include fatigue, weight loss, muscle or joint pain, and night sweats. NBA Hall of Famer Magic Johnson announced in 1991 that he was HIV positive and retired from the Lakers.
Universal precautions for athletics is a set of guidelines for preventing the transmission of bloodborne and pathogens and other bodily fluids that can cause illness injuries. Examples are wearing gloves, eye protection, wash your hands, and change gloves between treating people.
An abrasion is a skin wound that is common in sports. It affects the outer layer of the skin being scraped away and can cause capillaries, causing infection due to debris entering. It can also be known as strawberry road rash and turf burn. Lacerations are also common in sports. Lacerations occur when a sharp or pointed object tears tissue, allowing it to be at risk for infection due to an open, jagged-edged cavity. A skin avulsion, such as a fingertip being cut off or a skin avulsion from a car accident. Incision happens when an unpadded is hit, splitting the skin, or a sharp object slices the skin, like in surgery.
Puncture wounds are normally caused by sharp objects like nails and needles penetrating the skin. It can cause deep tissue damage, some possible nerve damage, and bacterial or fungal infections. Tetanus is a bacterial infection that is caused by Clostridium tetani. Tetanus can come from puncture wounds or the lack of a tetanus vaccine.
A good nutrition snack would want to be taken around the midpoint of the game or whenever you start to feel your energy getting low. You can also take a snack 30 to 60 minutes before the game even starts. Some good snacks you may want to take are maybe fruits, whole grains, or even a small energy gel.
After a workout, you should eat a meal or snack that contains a balance of carbs and proteins to help with muscle recovery and rehydration. You should also drink fluids to replenish what you have lost through sweat. For example, for your protein and carbs, a meal with lean protein like chicken, fish, or beans, and a carb like pasta, rice, and potatoes. For your fluids, a smoothie can be the best option for a post-workout, made with milk or plant-based milk, fruit, greens, nut butter, and protein powder. For a post-workout snack, Greek yogurt or cottage cheese with berries, granola, and almond silvers would be the best option for you.
How to gain weight is to eat more calories than your body burns, which is known as a calorie surplus. And a calorie deficit to lose weight is eating less calories, which about 3,500 calories is 1 pound. So to lose, you'd have to eat less calories. So say you're trying to lose weight, what you'd have to do is eat less calories than you normally would, and not just that, but eat better and healthier choices.
Did you know lemons are considered one of the world's healthiest foods? One lemon contains your daily dose of vitamin C. It cleanses the liver, boosts your immunity, and aids in weight loss. Try adding it to a mug of warm water to kickstart your day.
Last Friday, the Hereford Whitefaces took a tough loss against the Randall Raiders, falling just short 34-40. Caleb Ramirez threw for 384 yards, Brylan Lopez rushed for 117, and Ethan Gonzalez with 146 receiving yards. Elijah Cincineros had 6 solo tackles, with Noah Zamora with four solo tackles. This week, the Whitefaces are 1-1 in district and still fighting to secure a playoff spot against the Dumas Demons here at Whiteface Stadium at 7 o'clock.
The Herd golf team girls competed at Forger while the boys competed at Canyon last week. Both girls and boys have one tournament for the fall season and will be back to compete in the spring.
The girls basketball team started their official practice on last week of October 16th and had their first scrimmage this Saturday at Panhandle against Panhandle and Spearman. Boys started their first practice Wednesday of October 23rd and have their first scrimmage on November 2nd at Dimmick.
The Lady Whitefaces played the Borger Bulldogs on Tuesday and are playing the Rangerettes on Saturday, October 26th, fighting their way to make it to playoffs, competing with the Lady Demonettes.
Come support the Lady Whitefaces on Tuesday as we will play against the Randall Raiders.
Thanks for joining us this week as we learned about the bloodborne pathogens, skin wounds, and the universal precautions, as well as nutrients, facts, and our weekly Herd Sports Report. Make sure to join us again next week, and go Herd!
Every breath we take, we dive deep into the game's core. Scrapes and victories and doctors' hands from the sideline straight to the score. The starting line